Paula removal was the final ultimatum that Princess Anne issued. As a result of Camilla's role, King Charles was not happy. According to a person with knowledge of the situation, Princess Anne reportedly delivered a final note to King Charles regarding Camilla's behavior during the Christmas season. In the communication, she reportedly urged the king to remove Camilla from her participation in royal engagements. The Christmas season, which is often a time of joy and harmony, appears to be causing a great deal of discontent among the members of the British royal family, particularly in regard to the circumstances surrounding Queen Camilla's position and behavior. As a result of what some people consider to be the most stressful Christmas since the passing of Queen Elizabeth II in 2022, Princess Anne is said to have voiced her concerns regarding the influence that Queen Camilla will have on the traditions and stability of the monarchy. There has been a series of actions and situations that have purportedly worsened the split that already existed within the royal family, which has led to Princess Anne's appeal for intervention. These anxieties are the result of this chain of events. The royal family experiences a stressful Christmas, and what better way to get a bunch of family experts to talk about such things than through busy emails? According to those with knowledge of the situation, the emotions reached a peak when the Sandringham guest list for the traditional Christmas walkabout was finally completed. According to reports, Queen Camilla made a point of highlighting her children and grandchildren, and King Charles gave his approval for her ex-husband to be included on the guest list. It is said that top royals have expressed a great amount of dissatisfaction as a consequence of these activities. Adding insult to injury, Camilla reportedly demanded that Princess Catherine's parents be excluded from the festivities, while at the same time asking that her ex-husband be present. This choice was regarded as a significant departure from the established conventions of the royal family. In light of the fact that Princess Anne has always been a staunch defender of royal customs, the source suggests that this decision was a defining moment for her. It has been reported that Anne has conveyed her concerns to King Charles, expressing her concern that such actions could potentially undermine the stability of the monarchy and cause senior royals to feel alienated. Assuming that the current trajectory continues, Anne has made it clear that she intends to withdraw from her royal responsibilities. The concerns that Princess Anne has regarding the stability and tradition of the situation. It has been reported that Princess Anne has expressed her displeasure with the behavior of Queen Camilla, citing her perception that it is a violation of royal decorum and tradition. Camilla's prior acts, such as changing the tiara etiquette and making critical remarks on Prince George's future, are said to have left Anne feeling somewhat unsettled, according to reports. According to reports, Camilla made a suggestion that her grandchildren might marry Prince George, or implied that George might not inherit the country, which caused traditionalists like Anne to get outraged. Additionally, it is rumored that Princess Anne has accused Camilla of abusing her position within the royal family. Anne has expressed her opinion that Camilla's suggestion for her granddaughter to eventually marry Prince George is not only inappropriate, but also represents abusive behavior toward a child who is only 11 years old. Anne considers this to be a blatant case of overreach, which displays Camilla's ambitions and her tendency to exert influence over the course of events for the purpose of advancing her own interests. Concerns have been raised about Camilla's intentions as a result of the charges, particularly in light of the idea that she may be attempting to consolidate influence in preparation for future health concerns that may befall King Charles. It has been brought to Anne's attention that she is dissatisfied with Camilla's unwavering refusal to support Prince William's efforts for expanding the number of working royals. The ideas made by William to involve persons such as Mike Tyndall, Princess Beatrice, Lady Louise Windsor, and Princess Catherine in royal obligations in a more active manner have reportedly been met with criticism from Camilla. Camilla is said to have rejected these approaches, stating her view that Catherine does not possess the necessary qualities to fulfill the position of a future queen. This information comes from sources within the royal family. The claimed statement, which supposedly stated that Catherine is not suited to be queen, has caused Anne and William to be extremely incensed. They consider comments of this like to be offensive and damaging to the relationship between the family members. During the time when Camilla was married to King Charles, Anne reportedly expressed her amazement when she learned that Camilla had maintained communication with her ex-husband Andrew Parker Bowles. Anne purportedly asserts that there is evidence of financial transactions that took place between Camilla and Parker Bowles, which allowed her to continue her contact with Charles even when he was married to Princess Diana. If they are proven to be true, these allegations have the potential to cause enormous harm to Camilla's reputation and further undermine faith within the family. From the point of view of Queen Camilla believes that her decisions about the guest list for Sandringham and her behavior within the royal family are motivated by her desire to encourage modernism and inclusion. The inclusion of Camilla's children and her ex-husband in royal events is said to have been Camilla's tactic for bringing together her mixed family with that of King Charles. It has been reported by individuals who are close to Camilla that she is of the opinion that the monarchy must adopt a more contemporary and inclusive approach in order to maintain its relevance in today's society. The statements made by Princess Anne concerning Camilla's previous relationship with Andrew Parker Bowles have been brought into question by Camilla. It has been reported by sources connected to Camilla that these allegations are without substance and stem from long-standing tensions rather than strong evidence. Camilla has supposedly refuted the allegations that she had financial connections with her ex-spouse, stating that these allegations are baseless rumors that are aimed to damage her standing within the royal family. In her capacity as queen consort, she interprets these remarks as an attempt to undermine her constitutional power. People who are in favor of Camilla argue that she has consistently shown her support for King Charles and the monarchy, even when she was subjected to substantial criticism from the public. These things bring attention to her dedication to charitable undertakings, as well as her efforts to cultivate a welcoming and approachable environment inside the royal family. Instead of being real concerns about Camilla's behavior, the charges and criticisms that have been leveled against her by Princess Anne and other individuals indicate that she is unwilling to accept the changes that have occurred in the modern world. King Charles's thoughts and reflections. It would appear that King Charles is under a considerable amount of stress and is unable to make decisions that will have a positive impact on all parties involved as tensions continue to rise. The king is reportedly experiencing a great sense of tension between his allegiance to his sister, Princess Anne, and his spouse, Queen Camilla, according to those who are familiar with the event. In addition to her role as a soothing influence within the family, Charles admires Anne for her unwavering dedication to the family's traditions. On the other hand, Charles remains unwavering in his support for Camilla, whose efforts to modernize the monarchy are in line with his vision for the future of the monarchy. Charles is allegedly troubled by the potential consequences that could result from Anne's ultimatum. It is a strain for him to consider the possibility that Anne will no longer be able to participate in royal obligations because her dedication and hard work have been indispensable to the operation of the monarchy. At the same time, Charles recognizes the significance of supporting Camilla, not only as his spouse, but also as an essential component in the public character of the royal family. Due to the fact that any move he takes could potentially put his relationship with either Anne or Camilla in jeopardy, the king considers his position to be a perilous predicament. Attempting to balance his personal connections with his obligations as king has resulted in him fighting with feelings of shame and uncertainty. This internal conflict has caused him to struggle with these feelings. According to those with knowledge of the situation, Charles is working hard to find a solution that will avoid causing harm to the monarchy, while yet preserving the cohesiveness of the family. Nevertheless, the implementation of such a method proves to be difficult. Regarding the private feelings of Princess Anne, with regard to Princess Anne, the current conditions represent more than just a break with history, as stated by a historian. They call into question the fundamentality of her beliefs, as well as the legacy that her late mother, Queen Elizabeth, left behind. It appears that Anne is terribly disheartened and wounded by what she considers to be a neglect of the fundamental principles upon which the monarchy is built. Anne has a great sense of betrayal regarding King Charles's endorsement of actions that she considers to be destructive to the stability of the monarchy. This is because Anne has committed her entire life to performing royal tasks and maintaining the integrity of the family. It has been stated that Anne is dissatisfied with Camilla's growing prominence inside the family. Anne is wary of any actions that could further destabilize the institution because she has witnessed the impact that royal scandals and public scrutiny have had on the institution. It is her opinion that Camilla's behavior puts the support of the general public in jeopardy, and undermines the carefully created image of the monarchy that makes her annoyance even worse. Anne's feelings are said to be grounded in her unwavering commitment to the vision that her late mother had for the monarchy, which placed a premium on duty, tradition, and public service. The intimate bond that Anne has with Princess Catherine and her family makes her mental struggle even more difficult to manage. Anne considered the allegation that Catherine's parents were not invited to participate in the Christmas walkabout to be an affront to both the tradition of the royal family and the cohesiveness of the royal family. As a result of Anne's perception that this is a sign of prejudice that is not proper for the monarchy, her determination to personally address the situation has been strengthened. Prince William's role in the organization. Increasing tension occurs as a result of the fact that Prince William appears to be aligning himself with his mother-in-law, Carol Middleton, in response to Camilla's alleged insulting comments regarding the Middletons' financial background. Camilla is claimed to have stated that the Middletons' involvement in a financial scandal that involves their company, Party Pieces, may have a negative impact on the reputation of the royal family. As a result of William's support to his in-laws, speculation has arisen regarding the growing divergence that exists between him and his father's residence. Insights have been supplied by specialists regarding the rising tensions within the royal family. These specialists have presented a variety of perspectives on the potential repercussions that could result from the quarrel between Princess Anne and Queen Camilla. Dr. Emily Cartwright, a royal historian, is of the opinion that the issue highlights a deeper conflict within the monarchy that is aimed at reconciling modernity and tradition. It is Cartwright's contention that the monarchy is currently at a critical crossroads. While it is wonderful that Queen Camilla is making attempts to modernize the royal family, it is of the utmost importance that these efforts be carried out in a manner that preserves the traditions and values that distinguish the royal family. This conflict exemplifies the challenges that arise when attempting to maintain coherence inside an organization that has so many different aspects. James Whittaker, a popular commentator on royal affairs, draws attention to the potential negative influence on public opinion that could result from these issues not being resolved. The point that Whittaker is trying to make is that the people want the monarchy to provide them with stability and continuity. Conflicts inside the monarchy, particularly those involving notable personalities like Princess Anne and Queen Camilla, pose a risk of alienating supporters and undermining the monarchy's image as a coherent entity. Additionally, constitutional historian Professor Margaret Henshaw emphasizes the relevance of King Charles's engagement in addressing the situation. She says that this involvement is essential. Henshaw is of the opinion that the king must take decisive measures in order to bring these factions together. In the event that this is ignored, it may lead to a split in support among the royals, as well as a decrease in public trust in the monarchy's ability to manage internal problems. Henshaw is of the opinion that the king must take decisive measures in order to bring internal problems to the surface. The findings of these expert appraisals highlight the importance of addressing the fundamental factors that are driving the debate, as well as the broader implications for the continuation of the monarchy to exist. It is the ultimatum of Princess Anne. According to reports, Princess Anne's irritation was the driving force behind her decision to issue a stringent ultimatum to King Charles. The Queen has reportedly demanded that Camilla be removed from royal engagements in order to preserve the dignity and stability of the monarchy, according to information obtained from sources. It has been claimed that Anne's reprimand included a statement stating that she will abdicate her royal obligations in the event that Camilla's behavior continues to be unchecked. This aggressive posture demonstrates Anne's unwavering determination to protecting Queen Elizabeth's legacy and the core principles of the monarchy, which have become a source of tension between Anne and Camilla throughout the course of their relationship. It is not an unusual occurrence for Princess Anne and Queen Camilla to have disagreements with one another. The turbulent nature of their relationship has been going on for decades, and it was made even more difficult by Camilla's controversial involvement in Prince Charles's marriage to Princess Diana. It is said that Anne, who was a close ally of Diana, had a tough time accepting Camilla's growing power within the royal family. The fact that Camilla's ex-husband, Andrew Parker Bowles, was purportedly associated with Princess Anne for a brief period of time in the early 1970s adds an additional degree of complexity to the situation. In spite of the fact that their relationship is not serious, the connection has given rise to suspicions regarding the lingering animosity that exists between Anne and Camilla. Methods and principles that differ from one another. The modern and media-synchrony manner in which Queen Camilla conducts herself stands in stark contrast to the practical temperament and unwavering commitment to duty that Princess Anne possesses. She has always placed a strong emphasis on being diligent and sincere, and she has avoided the spotlight whenever it was possible. Camilla's efforts to modernize the monarchy and control its public image, on the other hand, have been met with criticism from Anne, who found these endeavors to be unnecessary departures from tradition. There has been a lack of consensus among the general public on Queen Camilla's stance. Others continue to criticize her earlier actions and the impact she has had on the royal family, despite the fact that some people love her and consider her to be a supporting consort to King Charles. According to the opinions of various experts, the continuation of the monarchy is continuous upon the maintenance of a balance between modernization and tradition. This equilibrium appears to be more difficult to achieve in the midst of internal struggle. The dedication that Princess Anne has shown to her royal duties, on the other hand, has garnered her a great deal of respect. Her straightforward approach and unwavering commitment to ensuring that Queen Elizabeth's legacy is preserved have won her the admiration of those who adhere to traditional values. There are more significant challenges inside the British royal family, which are shown by the ongoing conflict that exists between Princess Anne and Queen Camilla. As King Charles ushers in a new era for the monarchy, the challenge lies in finding a way to reconcile the aspirations of the modern day with the traditions that have stood the test of time. Princess Anne's warnings bring to light the potential risks associated with deviating excessively from customary standards, whilst Queen Camilla's actions suggest that she is making an attempt to adapt to the changing circumstances. Uncertainty exists regarding the settlement of these questions. Nevertheless, the repercussions that it will have on the future of the monarchy cannot be denied. Thanks for taking the time to watch the video. Please share your opinions with us, and for the time being, we will say our goodbyes.